let's jump on to our final topic. Guys, it's Jover for the Flash. It's it.
Oh, it's Joker, all right.
It's
It's never been more Joker.
this is it. Okay, let's start it off like this. People expected this film to underperform. They did not expect this film to come out and bomb so hard that literally every single analyst is scratching their head going, what? There has not been a mega blockbuster that bombed this hard and performed this much below expectations since, oh my God,
I can't even think of one.
I think Batman v Superman's second weekend might still be the expectation, but again, that was the second weekend drop of like historic proportions, and that was just the second weekend. I quickly looked up the biggest blockbusters that had the biggest underperformance, and this managed to perform worse than Green Lantern expectations. Like,
Nice.
this is just embarrassing. It is shocking.
I mean, what's embarrassing for me is that they thought that the Chinese audience would save them, so they started doing some savory things to try and get the audience to go see the Flash, and they found out.
Yeah, apparently they're paying people.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
and I mean, it underperformed in China massively. Europe, where they were hoping that the film was going to strike gold, that underperformed. International, like Brazil, Mexico, massively underperformed. United States, we went into the weekend, they were like, all right, 70 low end, 80 high end. Then we get to Saturday, they're like, okay, 65 is what it's going to make. You get the Sunday officials, and Monday morning, they're like, 55. What?
Yeah, it's nuts.
20 million.
Considering like the Thursday and Friday, like it was on track with Transformers. Like, where the hell did the rest of it go?
Yeah, what happened?
Like, damn.
Like, so I did want to just gauge with my like general friends. You know, they're the ones that'll go see a movie and stuff, right? And like they don't know about any of the craziness that's happened with Miller or whatever. Like they're not tuned into that. They might have heard a couple things, but they don't really pay attention. And
let's say he's been all over the news,
right? Especially here, you know, where they have committed crime in this area, so they kind of know about that. But some don't even like watch the local news. And I was like, "Did you go see it? Yes or no?" And the replies came in, and everybody was pretty much like, "I don't trust DC. I don't trust DC. I don't care. I don't care about Keaton anymore. I don't care about this specific character." And I'm just like, I think this film had everything going against it, honestly. Like, it was all compounded from one thing to another. So, it's... I mean, just think of it this way. 3 DC films in a row have bombed and not made a profit. James Gunn has to do something so revolutionary to save this brand. It is... This dude is climbing up the ultimate hill.
You know, the fact that Black Adam out of the last 3 has made the most, right? I genuinely don't think there's any saving the movie franchise.
Same.
At this point. Unless Legacy comes out and it just blows people away, it might actually just be dead.
And
which is sad to say, but it might just genuinely be one too many.
I genuinely want to ask you guys this question, and I think they're going to have to do it. You need, and I seriously mean you need, to scrap every single actor or anything that's a holdover from the old one. The moment John Cena shows up as Peacemaker and Margot as Harley Quinn, you're automatically associated with you. Superman Legacy needs to be fresh, nothing holdover. No mentions of Aquaman, Jason Momoa's, like they said, Aquaman leads into it or somehow or whatever. No Gal, none of that.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
He's with Clooney right now. So
yeah. So, like, look, I agree with you. I think this film brand is dead outside of Batman and Joker being Elseworld, and people will go see that. Yeah. Like, this needs a concrete reboot and hold nothing over. And look, I'm going to say it right now. Anything they said about Flash 2, that's out the window. There's no way.
100%.
I mean, you would have to be the most insane dude ever to greenlight that. And not even Zaslav is that insane. So,
no. I wouldn't be surprised if the plan that Gunn had is drastically changed after this.
Same, 100%.
There's no way it stays the same. No chance.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks because it's like I kind of want Sasha Cale.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard her name be pronounced without
Same.
someone going like, "How'd you pronounce it?"
Same.
So I literally haven't got a clue. But the girl who plays Supergirl, like, I wanted her to be in Supergirl movie. I genuinely don't think it's gonna happen now.
Same.
I mean, it sucks. I still want it, but I just don't.
That's
see it
again, a connotation holdover from this. People would automatically go, ugh, like that is a genuine thing that's associated with this now that I think is unfortunate for the entire brand. And I really want to see what their next step is. And like you said, they're going to have to adjust. Now, how you adjust after this, I think one thing they're going to have to do is budgets are going to be slashed across the board. You are not producing.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at like a 75 mil Superman legacy.
100%. 100%. This is going to be cheap. So, I mean, look, I'm not saying there's anything bad about that. Phase 1 and Phase 2, those films there was some cheap films in there, okay? Like, Captain America and Thor, all things considered, were literally tiny little 125 to 150 mil budget films, but they focused on the character, and that worked for them. So I think Flash is going to result in that across the board, and I think that's smart, honestly, because, boy. Oof.
Yeah, you got to start low and then work your way up.
Yeah.
Because they've got an uphill battle to climb.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can't reboot Superman and, like, be good with it, then...
Yeah. And also, I do want to ask, and bring this up. We find out the day after, actually, the Saturday after the film, once we got the box office, I think it was Variety, that's like, we can exclusively break this. Yup, Muschietti is directing Brave and the Bold. It's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Which, I'm going to be honest, I'm not mad about it.
Same.
Surprisingly, didn't hate The Flash. It's not great.
Yeah.
Didn't hate.
Same.
It's the upper side of mid. Keaton is terrible. Like, thank God they scrapped the Batgirl movie. I'm completely flipped in that movie now. Like, I don't care who's seen it, who says he's good in it. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
There's no way. He was not awake in this movie whatsoever. Like, but the movie as a whole, I'd watch it again. To be honest, I got no need to, but I wouldn't hate watching it.
I mean, the inevitable commentary, that's what we're going to be watching it for, so that'll be...
I mean, we're like 3 years behind on those.
I mean, the DC ones, I don't even want to do the rest of them, so we're just going to cherry pick at this point. Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't, I'm not... Out of the... I skip Shazam too, because I ain't put myself through that.
Yep, that's terrible.
But out of the more recent ones, Flash is probably the best.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's not Gandhi got resurrected to tell me it's godsend, but it's,
Oh, no. Clearly, Stephen King was lying. There's no way that was...
It's obvious. WB was like, hey, we'll let you make a cheap passion project on Max as long as you praise this film. He's like, all right.
Pretty much, yeah. But, like, the way Muschietti done Batman in this, like, the actual action of Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Like... I'm down for it. There were characters in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't pin all the blame on him for this. The CGI is, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
I mean, guys, the CG in She-Hulk is intentional, so it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's all intentional.
I tipped the hat to the bull crap he tried to spew.
Yeah.
It's a good story, a good excuse, but no, I ain't buying it.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do, but it ain't so, and then I ain't buying it. So
when you show this at like CinemaCon or wherever, and it's like, oh, this movie's not finished, and it's the exact same CGI. Yeah, no, that was. You haven't worked in this movie for 2 years.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, yeah. Well, this was the Flash post-mortem because it's dead. It ain't getting more.
It's set to lose like what, 300 mil?
Yeah, optimistically.
Yeah. You still got my mole man too.
I mean, that box office is going to end how Momoa ends in this movie. Let's just be honest. Drunk off his tits and face down in the street.
Yep. Yep. R.I.P. or not. We don't.